Welcome to opening day of the 2026 Mario Sluggers League season. We bring to you a matchup of love here today at Mario Stadium as we put the Mario Fireballs up against the Peach Monarchs. Will Mario score his shot or will Peach friend zone him? I'm MC Ballyhoo here alongside the Wise One, Professor Egad on color commentary for this matchup today. Professor, break down these two lineups here for us, if you will.
I would love to, my dear friend. I must point out that these stats are a small sample size from just a few games back in 2024. We have to work with what we've got though, so here's what we've got. Mario on the mound is an absolute menace. In his last start on the mound 2 years ago, he completely shut out this Monarchs lineup. That's really no easy feat either. Look at those batting averages on the Monarchs side. This is a team that gets on base a lot by taking smart at-bats and waiting for the right pitch to swing at. It's no surprise that the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom would lead such a disciplined team. The Monarchs do tend to lack power though, with Peach Piranha being the only real power threat. Even though he never sent one out of the park yet to date, oddly enough, Baby Daisy is the only Monarch with a long ball to her credit. On the Mario side, they are also a disciplined team that has a little bit more power on their side with the blue and red Piantas, but they get on base a little bit less than the Monarchs. If I were to make a guess, I would say this game will come down to the mound and which pitcher can hold the other team down. But I think I will have to give the edge to Mario in this one for that reason.
Thanks, Professor. Sounds like this one will be a war of attrition between these two sides. Let's get down to the field for the first pitch of this 2026 season. Toadette leads off for the Monarchs after batting .400 last season. First pitch incoming, and she skies a towering fly ball to deep center field. Baby Luigi camping under it and makes the catch for our first out of the 2026 season. One up and one down.
She really sent that ball for a ride, but just got under it a bit too much.
Peach takes her first pitch for a strike, then lines the next one up the middle for a base hit here with one out.
That pitch from Mario curved right over the heart of the plate, and in typical Peach fashion, she capitalized on that mistake.
Daisy up to bat, ground ball diving stop by Red Piana, out at second over to first for an inning-ending double play. Wow!
Sensational stuff. You look at stats like the hefty mass of Red Pianta and think there's no way they would be able to move that quickly, then they go and do something like that.
Baby Mario takes his swing and lines it to short, and Daisy makes the grab for the first out. We will now see Luigi take a chance, and he's really struggled at the plate thus far in his career, only batting .143. So let's see if he can turn that around.
The usually reliable Luigi hasn't been so reliable lately.
The 1-1 pitch incoming, and Luigi lines it to short, and Daisy will again make the grab for the second out. That'll make way for Mario, who will try to match his counterpart's success against him. Mario in his career has a .333 batting average. Sends that one back up the middle, and just like his princess earlier this inning, he gets on base on a pitch that curves right over the middle of the plate.
Now this is someone I love to watch take at-bats. Every swing is for the fences, for better or for worse.
It mostly went for better thus far in their career, batting .500 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. This one will stay in the ballpark, though, as it's a looping fly ball that Toadsworth settles under and secures for the final out of the first inning.
Solid baseball being played here, with both pitchers making smart pitches and keeping any contact pretty uneventful.
The Monarchs' primary power threat, Peach Piranha, steps up and hammers one hard to the gap in right center that will get down for potentially extra bases. The throw comes in, but Petey will settle in safely at second base for a leadoff double.
This makes way for a pretty solid RBI opportunity for the typically reliable Blue Toad to give the Monarchs the early lead.
Reliable in the sense that it's essentially a 50-50 chance they'll get on base. Pitch incoming, swing, and a line drive that will land for a base hit, but the minimal speed of Peach Piranha holds him up at third, so we're still scoreless here.
Next is Red Toad, and there is a reason Toads have a reliable track record. They just get the job done.
Red Toad with a career average of 714 slaps. The first pitch to right field for a base hit, but again they hold up Petey Piranha at third to still keep the score tied at 0.
Man MC, I know Petey is slow, but I believe they should have sent them there. Runs aren't easy to come by, so some risk is necessary.
Baby Daisy will take her swings and see what she can do. Liner into center, that gets down. Runners held up a bit. The throw to second gets the out. Throw to home, and the sliding Petey Piranha is thrown out trying to score. Oh my goodness.
Well, that is quite the soul crusher for the Monarchs. They still have a runner in scoring position, but now only one more out.
Pitch to Toadsworth, swings, grounder to Blooper, throws to first for the final out to get Mario out of the jam.
Yikes! There are some Monarchs fans by our booth, and they look absolutely crushed right now. To go from bases loaded and no outs to leaving the inning scoreless is deflating.
Red Pianta will carry forward the momentum with a leadoff single to start the bottom of the second inning. Blooper will float up to the plate and has impressed both with the bat and with the glove. Crushes a liner on a rope down the left field line and hits the wall in fair territory. Red Toad plays it off the wall and gets it back in quickly to hold the runners at first and second here with no outs. Monty Mole will step up with a big opportunity to open this game up for the Fireballs and put them on the board. Liner to Baby Daisy for the out over to second for an out. Throw to first not in time, nearly a triple play there.
Baby Daisy has been a menace on defense and nearly got them out of the inning in a flash. Still a momentum crusher with the double play.
Green Noki will take some cuts here with 2 outs. Soft grounder up the middle that will get through for a base hit to continue the inning.
In baseball, you don't always have to hit the ball hard to be successful. You just have to hit the ball to where the defenders are not. Green Noki did just that.
Now we'll see Baby Luigi, who has historically seen struggles at the plate as he takes the first pitch for a ball. Second pitch taken for a ball to put him up 2-0 in the count. Next pitch incoming, swings and makes contact. Pop up to shallow left, and Daisy settles under it and makes the catch for out number 3, keeping this game knotted up at 0.
This is the war of attrition we mentioned at the start. Both pitchers found themselves in an early jam, but with smart adjustments and good defense, they avoid any damage.
And you absolutely called that correctly, Professor. Well done. We now see Baby Peach up to take her first swings of the season and takes the third pitch for a ball leading to a 2-1 count. Hits this one on the ground towards second and a great jump by Blooper to consume it and throw to first for the out. Lineup turns over for the Monarchs. Back to Toadette, who hits it hard, but right at the awaiting Blooper, who catches it for out number 2.
If I may provide my recommendation for the Monarchs batters based on extensive statistical analysis, do not hit the ball towards Blooper.
Let's see if Peach recognizes the same thing you did and goes the other way. Line drive shot towards Blooper, who makes the diving catch for out number 3.
Listen, MC Ballyhoo, I like working up here with you, but perhaps my true calling is as a manager in the dugout. If only Peach could hear my analysis.
Perhaps she knew it herself as well, but knowing is one thing, executing is another.
That is very true, especially in baseball. Part of my love for the sport is it challenges my perceptions of statistics. 1 single centimeter of difference can change the whole outcome of the game.
Baby Mario lines it out to Baby Daisy at second base for the first out to make way for the struggling Luigi. And Luigi took that statement personally and blasts it to left field for a base hit to hopefully start a surge to get himself on track.
We know Luigi is a good player, so the stats don't tell the whole story for him either. He'll get it together.
Heartball pitch from Peach is crushed on a line to left field, but caught off of the shoelaces by Red Toad for out numero dos.
I was not aware you were bilingual.
I know a few phrases in every language, even the Delfino language. Blue Pianta lines it to right field. Balloona, Pianta Blue, Basha Basha, Doro Basia. That translates to look at that. Blue Pianta with the base hit.
Impressive. How do you say Red Pianta is going to crush a 3-run home run?
I'll have to get back to you on that one because Red Pianta lines it out to Daisy at shortstop to send the third inning to Valhalla.
I now expect you to teach us all a Delfino phrase every time a Pianta takes an at-bat. You're locked into that now.
I will do my best to deliver, but don't count on it. That being said, here is someone you can count on in Princess Daisy, who takes a 1-0 pitch and proves my statement correct as she gets a base hit to the gap in right center.
Boy, you are on a roll. We have had some great play-by-play guys, but to our next level, my dear friend.
I appreciate the kind words from someone of your renown. Petey Piranha crushes it sky high to left field, but it's just short of the wall, and the babies will work together to make the catch as Baby Mario secures it for the second out.
Well, he just missed that one, didn't he? If that one had half the distance as it had height, it would have been out of the stadium.
Blue Toad takes strike one. He is 1 for 1 thus far with a single to his box score. Good cut on that swing, and the result is a successful one as he ends up with a base hit, scooting Daisy to second base with 1 out.
Now we've seen this before in this game on both sides. Runners get on base. Momentum is on the offensive side. Then the pitcher and the defense snuff it out and the batting team walks away. With nothing, not to be negative or anything, I'm just saying.
Red Toad carries on with the momentum with a base hit to load the bases with 1 out, and Baby Daisy, the lone monarch with a home run in their career, up to bat.
Are you implying Baby Daisy might hit a grand slam here?
I'm implying if statistics are to go on, she's the one with the best chance.
Ha ha ha, right you are, buddy.
1-1 pitch, incoming swing, and would you look at that, a base hit. Oh, but Daisy was tagging up, holding at third, so she gets a very late start, and she's out at home. The score stays tied at 0.
Yikes, with a shallow line drive like that. It's best to creep towards home and be ready to go back if it's caught rather than tag up.
Agreed. Toadsworth steps up and swings. Line drive to short, bounces off. Red Pianta. It is caught by Baby Luigi in center field. Holy cow, incredible.
That was bonkers. I didn't even know that would be a legal catch. I guess since it never hit the ground, it counts. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Another fire gets snuffed out by the pitcher defense. Some poor base running and a lucky bouncer too. Hardball pitch incoming to Blooper. He isn't fooled one bit and hits it on a rope down the right field line to start the fireballs off with a base runner here in the 4th.
I've seen this play out too many times this game. Will this time be different? Probably not.
Someone has to break through. The game can't go on forever. Ground ball to Baby Daisy, who tosses it to second for 1. Over to first for the double play.
Mind you, it appears this fire will get snuffed out before it even starts.
Green Noki is 1 for 1. Grounder, and Daisy dives and makes the stop and throws over to first to bring us into the 5th and final inning.
Could be the final inning, or we could find ourselves with some free extra baseball. In the form of extra innings if nobody can pull ahead here.
Right, because unlike some sports out there, we don't allow ties in baseball.
My friend, have you seen Donkey Kong? He's wearing a tie with no shirt and nobody stops him.
Very funny, Professor. Let's take a quick detour to Pauline, our field reporter, for an update. Take it away, Pauline.
Thanks, guys. I had a chance to catch up with Mario while the Mario Fireballs were batting in the bottom of the 4th, and he told me the message in the dugout is simple. Stay patient. He said they feel like they've had good swings all game but just haven't found the gaps yet against Princess Peach. Mario also praised his own defense for keeping this game scoreless despite a few jams, telling me the Fireballs believe if they keep putting the ball in play, something will eventually break their way. Of course, the same could be said for the Peach Monarchs, who have stranded runners in scoring position several times tonight as well. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Pauline. We bring it back with 2 outs here. Peach at second base and Daisy with a big opportunity at the plate here. First pitch is a swinging strike. Here's the follow-up pitch. Line drive into the gap in right center that rolls all the way to the wall. That will be enough to drive across the very first run of the 2026 season as the Peach Monarchs take the lead here in the final inning.
And there it is, the one swing that finally pulls one team ahead. Not a lot of games played in this league, but Daisy has come through for the Monarchs so many times. She's truly a superstar.
Big Petey Piranha will come up next to see if the rally can continue. Here comes the fireball pitch from Mario, and Petey rockets it to left field, but it lands in the glove of Baby Mario to end the inning, but not before the damage had been done. We go into the last half inning of regulation with the Peach Monarchs up 1-0.
That ball was hit so hard. It pushed Baby Mario back from the middle of the outfield all the way back to the warning track. Baby Mario's hand has got to be numb after that one.
First pitch swinging, and Baby Luigi lines out for the first out, 2 remaining.
Let's see how Baby Mario's catching hand is feeling and if it affects his at-bat.
He hits it hard, so I don't think much at all, but it's caught for an out by Toadsworth in center. Luigi is going to be the last shot. While normally that would make one confident, he just hasn't shown that baseball is a strength of his. First pitch comes across as a strike. Peach loads up the second pitch and sends it his way. Line drive that is caught by Baby Daisy to put this game to bed with a Monarchs victory 1-0.
Bravo! This was one of those games where both pitchers put in the work to keep the opposing bat silent. Each made some mistakes, but recovered quickly, and it was really about which team could lunge forward at the finish line, and that was the Peach Monarchs off the bat of Daisy.
As a result, Daisy is our MVP of the game. Her double to the left center field gap was the decisive swing that gave the Monarchs the victory in this one. 1-0 is your final score. And here's your final box score. As you can see, the hits were plentiful, but it really came down to a pitching duel and a matter of which offense could push that one run needed to push them ahead. Daisy and the Monarchs were on the right side of this one today.
This is going to be one of those matchups for years to come that will always feel like it could go either way. These teams are so similar and evenly matched that one way would pitch or lucky bounce can be all it takes to give one team the edge.
That's all we've got for you today. Thank you for watching this matchup of the Mario Sluggers League. We'll see you at the next game as the DK Wilds host the Wario Muscles in what is expected to be a slugfest. You don't want to miss it, folks. For Professor Egad, I'm MC Ballyhoo signing us off for this one. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Good night and joy be with you all.